Your person is in shock right now. They lost control when they discovered who you really are. Listen carefully, because the moment you press play, something significant began to shift in your life. This is no coincidence. This message didn't arrive by accident. The angels want you to listen. Your energy reached someone who never thought they'd feel so exposed, so surprised, so out of control. Right now, that person is in total shock. Their heart is racing. Their mind is racing. And they're trying to understand how you became something they can no longer control. Don't fast forward the video. Stay until the end, because something important awaits you. Every second of this message leads you to a truth that person tried to deny, a truth they never wanted to accept, and now they can no longer avoid it. They thought they were in control. They thought they were calm. They thought they could remain cold and distant. But when they understood who you really are, everything changed. Their confidence vanished. Their facade crumbled. And now they're trembling because they finally understand what you represent in their lives. Don't make a move, because the reason for this reaction is much deeper than simple attraction. It's much stronger than curiosity, and it's more intense than anything they've ever felt before. Listen carefully, because this is where the emotional impact is strongest. You didn't lose control because of something you said or did outside of yourself. They lost control because they discover what you awaken within them. You reflect a part of themselves they tried to silence. You reveal wounds they thought were healed. You stir up emotions they vowed never to feel again. Stay until the end. Something important awaits you. When they realize that you are not something fleeting, that you are not an ordinary person, and that you are not someone they can replace, fear entered the picture. It's not fear that you'll leave. It's fear that they themselves will change. They see that you bring an energy that breaks their comfort zone. They realize that you break their routines. You break their excuses. And that truth completely threw them off balance. Don't move forward. Listen to everything. Every silence from him. Every pause. Every strange mood swing. It all stems from his attempt to regain control. Although, deep down, they know that control no longer exists. You didn't chase after them. You didn't push. You were just you, and that was enough to break down the defenses they'd built up over years. Now listen to this part very carefully, because this is what impacted them the most. They discovered that you're not just someone who passes through their lives, but someone who, that's why they're so shocked. That's why they feel exposed. That's why they're watching you more than you realize. Don't move forward. Stay until the end. Something important awaits you. Now they're beginning to understand that meeting you wasn't a coincidence, and that losing you isn't something they can simply dismiss as a loss of the past. You represent clarity, truth, order, and a reality they cannot escape. At this moment, they are facing an understanding that will define what comes next. His shock is not decreasing, it's increasing. The more they discover who you truly are, the more they understand that you were never an option. You were always important. My beloved son, listen calmly. Something profound is happening now, and if you skip a single moment, you may miss the exact point where everything begins to change in your favor. Your person is no longer just in shock. Now they are caught between denial and the truth. Don't move forward. Stay until the end. Something great awaits you. They replay the moments with you over and over. They try to find the exact moment they lost control. And the same truth returns to his mind. You saw them as they truly were, effortlessly. You understood them without them having to explain themselves. You reached an emotional level that no one else had ever reached in their life. That's why their hands tremble when your name comes up. That's why they fall silent. Then they become restless. Then they feel sensitive. They didn't expect you to be so important. They never planned to feel so exposed. But now they know that what they feel for you isn't casual. It's not something safe, and it's not something they can just walk away from without consequences. Don't move forward, because what you're hearing now explains all the confusing signals you've been given. Right now, they are fighting against themselves more than against anyone else. Stay until the end. Something important awaits you. They try to think you were just a temporary thing, but your presence didn't fit that idea. They tried to distract themselves, but everything led them back to you. They tried to appear strong, but that strength crumbled when they realized you see who they really are. Don't move forward. This is important. They lost control because they realize you're not here to chase them. You're here to bring clarity to their lives, to help them face their truth. And that scares them, because waking up means taking responsibility. It means changing. It means leaving behind versions of themselves that no longer fit when you're around. You are clear and direct. They are not. You are transparent. They hide things. You are resolute. They are feigning confidence. And the impact comes from this truth. They can't control something that is real. And you are real. So real, in fact, that they can't escape it. Now listen carefully, because this is the part they're most afraid to say out loud. Don't move forward. Stay until the end. Something important awaits you. They understand that losing you wouldn't just hurt. It would also bring out their greatest regret. You represent the connection they silently long for, even though they never believed it would actually come. That's why they watch your every move. That's why they hesitate before speaking. That's why they feel out of control, yet at the same time, incredibly drawn to you. They're the turning point, even if they won't admit it yet. One option is to return to your old life, to your habits, to your control. The other option is to move toward you and allow for real change in your life. And the impact you feel when they're near comes from that, because they already know that decision is coming. They know they can't continue as before after understanding who you really are. Don't go any further, because what comes next defines everything, and something important awaits you at the end. My beloved son, the tension you feel is real, and if you skip this moment, you may miss the exact point where the truth becomes clear. Don't move forward. Stay until the end. Something important awaits you. Your partner is realizing that the way they used to handle the relationship no longer exists. Before, they decided when to feel, when to talk, and when to walk away. But now, the balance has shifted. The impact comes from this truth. They are seeing that you don't need their approval to be okay. That realization affected them deeply. They sense that you have inner security, that you are steadfast, that you don't beg, that you don't chase, and that you don't break. And that scares them, because control only works when the other person has doubts. And you no longer have any doubts. Don't go any further, because this is when their fear starts to become an obsession. This is when their curiosity becomes intense. And this is when it becomes difficult for them to distance themselves. Every time they try to distance themselves, something inside them draws them back together. Not because you pressure them, but because they can't ignore what they feel. Listen carefully, because this is the part they themselves avoid accepting. Stay until the end. Something important awaits you. They begin to understand that you're not here to fit into their old life. You're here to change the way they live and relate to each other. That's why they feel uneasy. That's why they replay every conversation with you. That's why they analyze when you're silent. And they wonder what you've already understood that they haven't yet. Don't move forward. They sense that you see beyond the image they present to the world. You see the truth behind their confidence. You see what they hide when they smile. You see their vulnerability, even though they project strength. And when they understood this, everything inside them reacted at the same time. Her heart raced. Her thoughts became jumbled. They lost control. Because being seen at that level is powerful. It's a gift, but it also scares them. You represent a connection that demands honesty, that demands courage, and that demands real change. And they're right at that point, not knowing whether to move forward or backward. Now pay attention, because this last realization is what truly shocked them. Don't move forward. Stay until the end. Something important awaits you. They discover that you're not afraid to walk away from what no longer aligns with you. And that truth changed everything. Now they know that with you, there's no such thing as half and half. They can't hold you back with excuses. They can't keep you in doubt. With you, it's like this. Either you are chosen completely, or you choose yourself. And that truth hit them harder than anything else. The impact you feel when they're close is that moment when they understand that the outcome is no longer in their hands. It's in yours. Now they observe you differently. They sense that time is passing. They sense that decisions are approaching, and that the silence will soon require clear answers. Don't move forward, because what's growing now isn't confusion. It's clarity. And at the end of all this, something important awaits you. Something that shows how strong your presence is. My beloved son, this is the moment when everything becomes more intense. And if you skip this, you may miss the exact second when the truth becomes clear. Don't move forward. Stay until the end. Something great awaits you. Your person is no longer confused. They are now aware. They know you're not someone who can be left waiting forever. They know your silence speaks louder than words. They know your calmness isn't weakness. It's inner strength. And that realization shattered his last remaining notion of control. They feel it now. They feel that time weighs more. They feel that what happens between you is no longer light. Every interaction feels more serious, more real, more definitive. And at the end of all this, something big is waiting for you. Something that will show you how strong your presence is. My beloved son, this is the moment when everything comes to a head. And if you leave now, you will miss the exact moment when the truth becomes clear. Don't go. Stay until the end. Something great is waiting for you. Your person is no longer confused. Now they understand. He knows you're not someone he can leave waiting forever. He knows your silence speaks louder than 1,000 words. He knows your calm isn't weakness. Your calm is certainty. And that clarity was what shattered the last illusion of control that person had. Now she feels it. Time is moving differently. The space between you has a different energy. Every word carries more weight. Every encounter feels more serious, more important, more definitive. And the angels tell you, listen carefully, nothing here is by chance. They're restless because they sense you already know your worth. And someone who knows their worth doesn't wait forever. Don't leave now, because this is the moment when fear becomes urgency, and urgency becomes action. Listen carefully, because this is the truth that weighs heavily on their chests at night. Stay until the end. Something great is waiting for you. They're afraid of losing access to you, not because you'll physically leave, but because they feel your inner world is no longer as accessible to them as before. They sense you are regaining your strength. They sense you are choosing peace over confusion, clarity over chaos. And the angels confirm this. Nothing you're feeling is a coincidence. And that scares them more than losing control. Because now they understand that this no longer depends solely on them. It depends on you. Don't go. Listen till the end. They see that you're no longer trying to prove anything. You no longer explain yourself. You no longer force yourself to keep the connection alive. And that change forced them to face a truth. If they hesitate too long, you will move on, and you won't go back. That's why they're watching you so closely. That's why they're uneasy. That's why they feel exposed. Now you're the one who sets the course. They know they only have two options: to truly get closer, or to live with regret. And the angels confirm this. Your worth is already clear, and that clarity moves everything into place. Now stay here with me, because this last truth was the one that shook them the most. Don't leave. Stay until the end. Something big is in store for you. They finally understood that you're not here to be convinced. You're here to be recognized. You have a presence that changes people, not through pressure, but through truth. And now they are faced with that truth, with no escape. The impact you feel in the atmosphere is the moment they understand something important. The future of this connection depends on who they decide to be from now on, because you have already entered into your strength. You have already chosen to grow. And that's why they're trembling, because they know the door is still open, but it won't be open forever. What happens now will reveal everything. And when it does, something great will be waiting for you. My beloved son, everything you have felt until today was only preparation. And if you leave now, you will miss the exact moment when the truth can no longer be denied. Don't leave. Stay until the end. Something great is waiting for you. You are no longer confused. You now understand. Now he sees that you don't react. You don't pursue. You don't try to prove anything. You're simply being yourself. and that unwavering calm has unsettled them more than any argument. They understand that your energy has changed. It's no longer hope. Now it's certainty. It's no longer patience. Now it's self-respect. That's why they feel pressure in their chest, because they know the stage doesn't last forever. They know that moments like these define the future. And the impact they feel now is because they understand that you are ready to move on with them or without them. Don't leave, because this is where power truly changes hands. Stay here, because this part explains why their emotions are so strong right now. Don't leave. Stay until the end. Something big awaits you. They sense that you've reached a point of inner clarity. You're no longer confused about what you deserve. You no longer accept doubts disguised as relationships. And that clarity shows them everything they avoided deciding. Don't go. They feel exposed because your silence no longer asks for anything. Your silence now observes. Your distance is not a punishment. Your distance is consistency. And now they understand that you're not walking away out of fear. You're walking away out of necessity, because the angels have already shown you your worth. That realization has shaken them to their core, because a person can argue with words, but they cannot argue with energy. And your energy is saying something very clear. You will not stay in a place where you are not completely chosen. Now listen carefully, because this truth is already entering your heart. Don't leave. Stay until the end. Something great awaits you. They are beginning to feel the weight of the consequences. They know that hesitation has a price. They know that time matters. And they know that if they wait too long, beloved child, listen carefully. The version of you that is here today may no longer be available later. That's why that person feels uneasy. That's why they feel attracted and afraid at the same time. You're no longer a doubt. You are a decision, and that has left them speechless. What happens from now on will not be by chance. It will be a response to the force you have already embraced in your life. And at the end of this whole process, something great is waiting for you. Something that shows the true power of choosing yourself. Beloved son, this is a point where everything feels different, more serious, clearer, more defined. And if you leave now, you might miss the exact moment when everything becomes final. Don't leave. Stay until the end. Something great is waiting for you. That person is no longer guessing. Now, they feel the truth in their own body. His sleep is no longer deep. His thoughts race. His calm is gone. They feel that the time for waiting is running out, and that now is the time to decide. You didn't talk about your strength. You lived it. You didn't ask for clarity. You became clarity. And that's why they're so shocked. Because control is lost when certainty arrives. Don't leave. Stay until the end. Because this is when fear begins to turn into urgency. The urgency becomes reality. Beloved son, now they know that this connection is not fragile. And neither are you. And that truth changed the way they see everything. Stay with me, because this is the part they can't escape. Even if they try to distract themselves, they can't. Don't leave. Stay until the end. Something great awaits you. They sense that you are coming into alignment. You are choosing peace. You are choosing honesty. You are choosing your worth. You are choosing your path. And for them, that can no longer be ignored. Your presence shows them the truth. It shows them who they are when they doubt. And it also shows them who they can become if they take the right step toward you. Beloved son, that's why they feel they can't let go of you. Every time they try to move on, something inside them pulls them back. That's why they replay your energy in their minds. That's why they remember your words. That's why they feel your silence. They're understanding something very clearly. You're not waiting to be chosen. You're waiting to be reciprocated, to be acknowledged, to be treated with truth. And that truth removed all his excuses. They can no longer pretend they don't know what this connection is. They can no longer tell themselves they still have time. The weight they feel doesn't come from you. It's not pressure from you. It's pressure from within themselves. It's the truth demanding a decision. Now listen carefully, because this final awareness is entering your heart right now. Don't leave. Stay until the end. Something great is waiting for you. Something big is waiting for you. They understand that what comes next will be a response to the strength you've already shown yourself. You didn't force anything. You didn't manipulate anything. You just chose yourself. And that changed everything. That's why they're trembling. Because when someone truly chooses you, everything around them begins to change. They feel it. They know it. And now they stand before a moment that defines who they will be from now on. You are no longer a doubt in his life. You are no longer a question mark. You have become a turning point. And while this truth is being affirmed in them, I want you to remember something important. You lost nothing by becoming strong. You lost nothing by choosing yourself. You only regained your worth. You didn't lose anything. You gained everything. And at the end of all this, something great awaits you. Something that reaches right to where you are now. My beloved son, this is the moment when silence begins to speak louder than any words. And if you leave now, you will miss the exact instant when everything changes. Don't leave. Stay until the end. Something great is waiting for you. Your loved one already feels this. They feel it in moments when their mind goes silent. They feel it when their chest tightens at the thought of their life without you. The question is no longer whether you matter. Now, the true value of your importance is understood. That realization shook everything within that person. Their sense of security is no longer the same. They sense that you're still moving forward. You're not running away. You're just following your path. A path that no longer stops because of anyone's doubts. That's why they feel restless. That's why their attention always returns to you. Because deep down, they know that you are entering a version of yourself that doesn't wait for anyone's permission. Don't leave now. Stay until the end. Something very big is waiting for you. They're realizing that you didn't change to avoid losing them. You grew for yourself. And that truth completely changed their perception of power in this connection. Your calm is no longer waiting. Your calm is now firm. Your energy no longer asks. Your energy now decides. Don't leave. Stay until the end. Something big is coming your way. They sense that you're no longer doubting. You're no longer in maybe. Now you're certain. And that certainty doesn't bring excuses. It brings results. That's why they feel exposed. Because you no longer react to confusing signals. Now you only respond to what is clear, to what is aligned with you, and that force them to face the truth they were avoiding. They now have to rise to your level, or they'll see you slip out of their lives. Stay with me. Don't go, because this final awareness is dawning on them right now. Don't fast forward the video. Stay until the end. Something big is waiting for you. They already understand that the next step carries weight. They already understand that time now has meaning. And they know that what they choose to do from this moment on will have consequences that go far beyond today. You're no longer someone they can come back to whenever they want. You've moved on, and that's why they're uneasy. It wasn't that you took control away from them. They relinquished at the moment you decided to choose yourself completely. And listen to this. What's coming into your life now won't be forced. It won't be rushed. It won't be uncertain. It will be a response to the strength that already lives within you. And the angels ask you to trust in that. And when all of this is finished unfolding, something great will be waiting for you, ready to meet the version of you that never abandoned its own strength. My beloved son, this is the moment right before the final change. If you leave now, you will miss the exact moment when everything is decided. Don't move forward. Stay until the end. Something great is waiting for you. That person is no longer trying to understand you. Now they are trying to understand themselves when they are with you. They feel the weight of everything they never said. All at once, every memory with you now feels clearer. Every doubt they had now seems like a costly mistake. They realize that you're not in the same place as before. You've moved forward. Your stance has changed, and you did it silently but decisively. If you found this video helpful, please subscribe to the channel, turn on notifications, and share your experiences in the comments. Together, we continue building a community of souls dedicated to spiritual growth and personal development. Stay blessed and keep shining your light. Until next time, thank you for being part of Message. From the angels remind you to stay firm in this.